Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, October 2nd, 2025, Aries. Social events, especially those unrelated to business, could bring exciting new contacts. Relationships with partners should be mutually beneficial, particularly when the people are dealing with your friends. If you're being considering entering a new business partnership, this is the day to start discussing it seriously. Romantic partnerships begun or move forward now should go very well, so please take note. Taurus, your efficient and practical abilities are operating at a very high level. A long-term goal that you've been trying to reach today could be reached, bringing good fortune and opening acknowledgement. Your efforts may be appreciated that you will have to continue doing what you're doing. In other words, major advancements could be in the works. Gemini, your strong business head and practical skills coupled with imagination and innovation will bring advancements your way. Information received from far away could prove especially valuable now. Relationships with friends and neighbors should be warm, cordial, and cooperative. Love relationships also prove rewarding. This evening, you could blow off some steam for going out. Cancer, business colleagues or prospective partners could visit today. The meeting promises to be cooperative, rewarding, and fruitful. Any partnership formed now shows promise of being a step in the right direction. You might fantasize about how you're going to spend all that money you're going to make. This is fine, as long as you postpone actually spending it until you have the money in your hands. Leo, a social event in your neighborhood, perhaps in your home, could bring practical information your way that you can put to use to advance your business. You could meet some valuable contacts. Information received from neighbors can prove enlightening. You should feel optimistic, enthusiastic, and motivated. Whatever you start now should bring success and good fortune your way. Virgo, your business and financial interests could suddenly take a turn for the better. Any difficulties you've been having may disappear as if by magic. Whatever your work, either related to career or projects of your own, it should suddenly run a little more smoothly. You should be feeling physically strong and energetic. Optimism and enthusiasm permeate those thoughts. Libra, you feel mentally and physically great, and your business and financial interests may take a turn for the better. A contract should be involved. Love matters should also be going very well, and the children could bring you great pleasure. This is a good time to make future plans and pursue your most cherished ambitions. Scorpio, you can overcome difficulties with business and money through the help of someone older. Helpful advice makes a future course of action seem clearer and more practical than before. Your practical abilities are heightened. You're less likely than usual to let strong emotions interfere with using them. A previously unused intuitive ability could also help you right now. Sagittarius, today, a piece of information for which you've been searching could suddenly become known. You might use your business and money management skills to find a friend or a group with which you're affiliated. You'll have some good pointers to impart. Gratitude, if not financial compensation, should be forthcoming. Put your nose to the grindstone and get things going. Capricorn, efforts to advance your career that you've made over the past few weeks could finally bear fruits. Success and good fortune are strongly indicated where business and money are concerned. Worries over finances disappear, and you could receive public recognition of some kind, particularly from the higher-ups. Some benefits through contacts or legal papers are also indicated. This is satisfying and a profitable time. Aquarius, a long-awaited vacation or move you've been hoping to make could finally be possible today. Before you go, there may be some paperwork to take care of. Thoughts of business advancement may play in your mind, and you might consider taking a course or two to increase your marketability and help you get closer to achieving your goals. Pisces, heightened imagination and ingenuity could bring you new ideas for advancing yourself in money and business affairs. Practical information obtained from outside sources merges with insights to bring useful information your way. Consider everything carefully before you take action. Be open to the advice of others. Whatever you do, today shows promise of being successful and fortunate. This is your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, 2nd October 2025. Do have yourself a great day.
Well, we own the morning this morning. It's Friday, guys. WTF, you know what that means around my DBS. Welcome to Friday. Let's see what our news department is working with. We'll be back.
Good morning. Time now for the Friday edition of the news. My name is Timothy Polion. The erection of a no right turn sign by the Department of Infrastructure at the Corinth Junction in Bois de Wange is being severely criticized by two politicians who are vying for the same seat in the upcoming general election. United Workers' Party candidate for Rosedale, Marcella Johnson, slams the lack of public consultation prior to the move, while the MP for the constituency, Kenson Casimir, suggests that a public information campaign should be undertaken before the motoring public is asked to obey the road sign.
The fact of the matter is this junction does create a big problem as it pertains to traffic going northward and even in a southerly direction. But I mean, we need to ensure that people are actually aware so that they do not break the law. Because if this has been made law and somebody uses the road incorrectly, then they will be stopped. So for me, the course of action that should be taken is for it to be removed and for us to have a rigorous campaign, advertisements on television, radio, social media, which I love to do, to let the people know that this is the course of action being taken so that they know what to expect. Because, as I said, I didn't even know as the parliamentary member.
And I would hate to think that the MP for Rosedale would not have thought that it was useful to speak to and have discussions with stakeholders before placing this sign right here, which makes absolutely no sense. So I'm calling on the authorities to relook at this sign, rethink it, remove it, and have some consultation with minibus drivers, with other stakeholders.
In other news, the licensing department of the Ministry of Transport is being accused of an unfair practice pertaining to the registration of vehicles which are being forced to pay for the period they are off the road. In this case, the second-hand vehicle was sent to the garage for refurbishment, where it stayed for 3 years. Once the process was completed, an attempt was made to register the vehicle effective the date it was scheduled to hit the road. The owner of the vehicle was, however, informed that the registration had to reflect the time it was not being driven.
The car finished right now there. I went and insured. How much a problem to get it insured? Go and take the sticker by Transport Board. Transport Board letting me know that car I paid the license for 3 years and I have to pay the whole 3 years. Try to speak to the people. They're trying to understand nothing you're saying. Which they're going to close for 2 weeks and I need that car to be on the road.
Finally, from us this morning, an investigation into the Creators Alliance Ponzi scheme has led to an arrest. So says SWPC 407 Zane Romulus of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force.
The Major Crimes Unit, working alongside the Financial Intelligence Agency and other units, launched a probe in April 2025 after uncovering that Creators Alliance was an unregulated online investment operation. Multiple raids were carried out at suspected agent locations, and several individuals were detained and had electronic devices seized before being released pending further inquiries. The investigation escalated on Monday, September 29, 2025, when Electra Fernand was arrested on suspicion of operating the illicit scheme. Detectives revealed that 118 people had deposited money into her account, but only 35 received returns from Creators Alliance. Fernand has since been formally charged with operating a virtual asset business without a license. She was granted bail in the sum of $7,000 cash or suitable surety and is scheduled to appear in court on November 12, 2025 for case management. Members of the public are again being urged to be cautious and avoid putting their money into unregulated investments. These schemes often promise quick returns, but most investors end up losing their investments. The public is also reminded that under Section 126 of the Consumer Protection Act, taking part in a pyramid selling scheme is a criminal offense. Offenders can face fines up to $5,000 or imprisonment for up to 2 years.
And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. Join us for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polion. Good morning.
Thank you, guys. We must take a break now, but we're coming right back. Wonderful. Well, guess what, man? This is the month of October. And in the month of October, there's two flagship shows that we always look forward to. One, of course, in memorial of Shacom. Karen continued to keep that flag burning under the Kai Creole banner. But they have included, of recent time, a lecture to now add on to the banner. And that lecture is going to be on this time around again. And the presenter or the person that is going to be doing the speech, main speech is Boots Samuel, Kennedy Boots Samuel. And boy, Karen break down the title of the lecture. It certainly is that time again, and Creole is coming around. October, we excited. Listen, the breeze will start blowing differently. There's just something about the month of October and that celebration, and we always look forward to connecting with Karen around that time, Executive Director of Kai Creole. I get it right this time. Last year I was struggling. I take a whole year and I say, let me get it right. And of course, we've got the two major flagship events that we're preparing for again under that banner, Karen. So we definitely have to talk about it. The lecture is coming up. I see that Boots is going to be the presenter. Excitement much there. And of course, we've got the Chate Creole. So come break it down.
So we introduced the lecture in 2022 when I realized that all the time we spoke about Creole and the language and all of its attributes, we do not connect it to academia. It's always about, the jokes, the culture and all of that. And we left it out of the academic part of it. But with the introduction of Creole in schools, it becomes important for us to understand that Creole is indeed a language that can be used on all levels. And so with that in mind, we started the lecture. Our first lecturer was Dr. Travis Weeks. And then we had Nkrumah Lucien. And last year we had Dr. Kentry Japierre. So this year, coming out of the Calypso season, actually, not that it's not the first time, because we have had Creole Calypsos, lots of Creole Calypsos in the past. But this year I found particularly that there were a number of songs that were interjected with the Creole language. Not the usual suspects who would always do so, like the educators who we know always brings it in. But there were a number of other songs that actually had an influence of Creole in it. And of course we all know about Denry segments and always the songs. So I was like, you know what, sometimes we need to actually look at how we use our language and why we use it in that way. And so, of course, who else comes to mind but Boots? So Kennedy Boots Samuel will be our lecturer this year. The lecture is actually on Wednesday, the 8th of October, at the Alias Française at 6 o'clock. The topic, I think it is the topic that is interesting every single person. The topic is, now let me see if I can get this right, and Boots, if I get any part of it wrong, please forgive me. Bilang, Tilang, Bellang, Movelang. Lang Mamanu Ada Calypso Setlisi.
Okay.
So it is actually exploring using the Creole language to really look at all parts of how we use the language, why we use the language in the way it is. Oftentimes we think of Creole as being very crass. So interjecting Creole into what we do, how do we do it? And I am positive that it's going to be one of our most interesting lectures. And so I am really looking forward to the lecture this year. And I know that Boots is going to do justice to it. I really hope as well that particularly our Calypso judges will make an effort to come out and listen to the lecture, because I think that it will be of immense importance to them and also to people who use the language in spoken word, Denry segment artists, all of these people. It's really important that we understand when we speak of our language and we use it, why we do it and how we do it.
Wonderful. All right, so this is one up the alley for us. We're getting set for this one on the 8th of October. I would say I want to come, but I go still come. I go walk with my own translator. So I go sit down close to Karen.
Yeah, we'll make sure that you understand.
That I understand. So you just might see me there as
well.
well.
For you to understand the language. Yes. I know you know some phrases.
I understand it, but
well, and that's what's important. I can't talk it either.
I can't talk it. I can't write it, but I understand it.
I understand it.
Right.
There are certain things I can't say at all.
Right.
But if you speak in it and I am here,
Yeah.
I will be able to understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, I'm on the right trajectory as far as I'm concerned. So we're looking forward to that.
We going to learn how to speak it together
That's
fluently.
No problem.
Right.
I think that's a plan.
Right,
That is
that's a
certainly a plan. We're on to that. Definitely. See you guys then. Well, you might want to say it's not about bodybuilding, but it's true that means we were able to connect to 3 wonderful young men, but it's more on a transformation journey because these guys all of them were at a certain point in their life where they were not comfortable with what they were feeling, what they were looking at, what they were seeing, and they decided to make a transformation, stick to the discipline, and today it has flourished into even bigger things. So let's see if that can inspire at least one person out there today. Here's a wonderful story. I'm here with Shakim, Lamont, and Siobhan. These 3 gentlemen have just wrapped up a wonderful and amazing and successful stint at the recently concluded bodybuilding. It's the first American. What's the name of it?
The CAC Bodybuilding Championships.
Right. What does that mean?
Yes, Central American and Caribbean Bodybuilding and Fitness Championships.
Right. But we're here with them today because all of these 3 gentlemen that you see in here has been one time in their life where, they were experiencing some sort of a body goal or health goal that they were not happy with. So they made transition. So we want to talk about the transition that made you guys proud of who you are today. Even so, going off in competitions and winning and coming back with medals and stuff like that. So I'm going to start with you. Personally, you were moved into the fitness journey and the bodybuilding and all of that came afterwards. But what prompted it?
Well, I've been obese basically my whole life. At my heaviest, I was about 350 pounds. What really pushed me was the people around me and also people that I watched online as well, people who I seen who did it. They went from obese. There's a guy actually called Obese to Beast. So I followed him a lot. And just a lot of different experiences helped push me to change my life. Every year I give myself a goal to be a different person by my birthday. And then 2021 I actually did it again for like the 4th time, and I stuck to it because I never realized it was supposed to be a lifestyle.
Right.
So I changed it into a lifestyle, and then
So you had like you keep going back.
Yes. I was with personal trainer since I was 12 years old.
Right.
So I've been doing this for at least a decade straight.
Right.
So
every time you drop the ball, you put on back the weight, and you get vexed with yourself again, and then you had to go back in. Must have been challenging and frustrating. So we are proud of you, though.
thank you very much. Thank
Wow.
you very much. Thank you
Okay,
very
give
much.
this guy a tap on the back for me, please. Give him some medals while we're at it. Well, he got one. Now you were the total opposite. You were smaller, and you wanted to grow some body.
I had some size, man. I was 150 pounds soaking wet. I was not in any way physically imposing. I used to be a track athlete, actually, sprinter.
Right.
And then after I just gave that up, I wanted to actually put on some size when I was 17. And some friends of mine, they were into the, calisthenics, the bodyweight training thing. And me and my friend, we made an agreement that we would be training for 6 months straight just to see what we could do. And he quit after 2 months, and I haven't quit up until now.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah,
Go
it's
ahead.
been a really fun situation. I've gained something like 50 pounds of muscle in the 7 years I've been training, so it's been really fun.
No. Along with that also comes the transformation in terms of health and the food. Your diet has to change. This is so you are now living a lifestyle.
Yes.
And what would you say to other persons who's out there the looks is good. We like that. That comes with it. But the health benefit that goes with transforming your life in that way, how would you advise someone out there, like your partner, he needs to come back on board?
Honestly, it's all about awareness. You need to be aware of what you're eating for the first and for like the start. Because I believe anything starts from the mind. If you're not aware of what the food you eat does to your body, you will never understand why it needs to be a lifestyle change, not a momentary change. So as long as you understand the food you eat, just simply take pictures of the food you eat and look back at it during the day and say, that's why I eat that nonsense. I could have eaten this better, that would have been better for me. You know, and you understand, you go along, you start your physical training as well, you understand, this does this, I feel better when I do this, let me continue doing this. And then it just snowballs and you just get better.
Oh gosh, I like that. Now you is like him as well. That was your journey. You were a little skinny man too, and you wanted to grow some muscles.
Oh, definitely. Also, I used to really enjoy, like kickboxing. So that's something that I used to really enjoy watching. And then, just not having the strength and the ability to keep on, moving on, I realized, what, I want to gain some more strength, want to build a better physique. It was all about just eating until when I really get to understand what macros are like, So just tracking your foods and everything could really help you, bring out, a better physique, a better package in your body. So it was more like people around me was not fit. So I used to take things like blocks and any piece of metal or anything, to maybe do like push-ups, pull-ups, And then I realized, one of my weak points would have been the legs area. So then I was like, nah, man, I really need to go to a gym and hit it. And then I really enjoy it. So I want to be happy about,
And in closing, you guys, encouraging persons out there, because you have made the changes. The discipline is vital, and that's where a lot of people fall short in terms of ensuring that they are disciplined in staying on the on the trajectory. So I would absolutely love to use you three gentlemen here as just put you guys on that poster boys right now to encourage the other persons out there, to definitely. Let me tell you, he just have a problem one morning, but we studied him. We're going along, because people out there need motivation, they need inspiration, and you guys, you are young. You guys are pretty young, and you have done it. And you know what? I can see how happy you are, and I guess you would want other young men like yourself out there to be happy and living the life, fulfilling and understanding and appreciating what the lifestyle change could mean. So just throw out something. Anybody want to throw out something?
Yeah, all I have to say is never think that you can't do it. Like we've all been there in our life, not just with the bodybuilding or anything, just anything in life where you want to do it and you just keep telling yourself, oh, I can't do it, or it's too hard. And just start, and eventually, I always tell people, if you have a goal, keep it in your head, especially when you're doing the hard work or the stuff that you don't want to do. Keep the goal in your head, and that will push you. Motivation. That will push you.
Wonderful. Yeah?
You need a reason. You need an anchor point that will push you to go beyond where regular people would just quit. Yeah. If you're going to start something, might as well finish it. But why are you going to finish it? You need a reason, yeah? And the number one thing, also patience. It's not easy to accomplish something that is seen as difficult. Obviously, it's difficult for a reason. And those who accomplish it are seen as exceptional, because exceptional actions create exceptional people. Wonderful. So just patience and adherence.
Wonderful. And on that note, guys, come on, let that be your little testimony or your little reminder to get on up and get started, because you've been promising yourself, do something nice for you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's Soca Size session. Leading the wine is Sarah and myself, Shani. Let's get ready to flaunt with the Soca Size. For this morning's workout, we will be doing a cardio Soca jam. Let's get ready to sweat with Soca Size. Squeeze.
To get recognition, Lucian women have to work. To
4,
get any award,
3,
you have to
squeeze
work.
and hop. Squeeze.
Bangkok. 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 Bangkok.
Last one. Right leg tap. 4, 3, 2, switch the side. Now we're going with the arms. Side, side, up, down, side, side, up, down, side. And we want nice strong arms. 4, 3, 2, we're going to roll it. Roll. Hold it down. Take it up. Roll. 4, 3, 3, 2, squeeze.
To get recognition, Lucian woman have to work. To
4,
get any award,
3,
you have to
2,
go Bangkok.
and
Bangkok.
let's go.
Bangkok. 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 Get your degree from Bangkok.
Last one, right foot, tap. 4, 3, 2, switch it. Swing those arms. 4, 3, side, side, up, and
To all them women out there who want to succeed, it's not a trend now, so all your best in heed.
4,
Makeup and lashes, they
3,
take you too far.
2,
If you ain't come from
roll the arms, down, roll.
If you want to be a doctor or a nurse, boy, I suggest that you go to
Pick it
Bangkok
up
first.
and
'Cause if you get your degree from over there,
4,
you could
3,
go back and
2,
go with no
squeeze.
fear. To get recognition, Lucian woman have to work. To
4,
get any award,
3,
you have to
2,
go
right
Bangkok.
side, and
Bangkok. 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 Get your degree from Bangkok. 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 Bangkok.
all right. That was this morning's session. We hope you are feeling sexy, sultry, and strong. Have a wonderful day.
And there you go, guys. Go out and have an awesome weekend. That's our Friday show. We'll be back again, not Monday, because Monday is a holiday. And remember to be safe throughout the holiday. But we'll definitely be back on Tuesday. And we look forward to you being right here, waking up with us on the DBS This Morning show. Enjoy the weekend.